Good stuff. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. Come to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged. And then whatever way you took initially, go ahead and switch it on up. And we'll do kind of the awkward way to sit. Alrighty, so working into our breath as we begin per usual here. So sitting up nice and tall, shoulders rolled down and back. Palms can be wherever. Typically, Yogi said if your palms are facing up, it's more energizing. Palms facing down, more grounding. So do with that what you will. Your preference right there. I'm going to ground myself personally. Shoulders down and back. Pretend you got that imaginary string on your head that's pulling you towards the ceiling, so we're sitting up nice and tall. And just find your natural cadence of breath to start. See where you're kind of at today. See what kind of feels stiff. Maybe a little body check, body scan. And as we begin, we're going to breathe primarily through our nose. Actually, we're going to go inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. We're going to look for some big sigh exhales today. So we'll go in through the nose, out through the mouth, audible sigh, and then we'll get it going. 3-second inhale, 3-second pause, 3-second exhale, then we'll go 4 seconds, then we'll go 5 seconds. So kind of like what we've been doing recently. Kind of like it. Alrighty, 3-second inhale through the nose and 3-second pause. Pause. Audible exhale. Inhale 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale. 5 seconds. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Shoulders rolled down and back, sit up nice and tall. Find a little length between your vertebrae. Point your chin at your right armpit, and then you can use your right hand to kind of pull a little bit on your neck. We're going to do a little levator stretch. So I should be feeling a little bit of stretch in the neck right here. Going to start off nice and casual. And be gentle with yourself, but you can kind of pull in a little bit just to get that little extra stretch. Switch it up, chin goes to your left elbow, left armpit. And then grab the back of your head with your left palm. Just feel a little stretch on that right side of your neck. Still breathing as we're making our way through, finding that smooth, steady inhale, smooth, steady exhale. Trying to breathe primarily through our nose the best we can. Go ahead and release. Chin to chest. I will just take some neck rotations, whatever way calls to you initially. Just be nice and gentle with yourself. We're not trying to like cyclone your head. Nice and slow, and then switch up the direction of your rotation, so go the opposite way. Next, spend a lot of time holding our noggins up. I know we're all a bunch of big-headed individuals. Let's get to stretch it out a little bit. Let's go. Right arm across the body, and then you're going to grab your right elbow-ish with this left hand, and then pull a little bit. Should feel a stretch. Back side, right side of your body. And once again, finding our breath, finding that rhythm, trying to work that rhythm into each of these postures, especially as we just begin. Switch it on up, left arm across the body, use your right hand to pull a little bit more stretch out. And we're breathing, sitting up tall, always being mindful of our posture. Go right arm up and overhead, bend at the elbow, grab your right elbow, then lean to the left side. So a little bit of a tricep stretch, a little bit of a side body stretch. Still sitting up tall, really focus on kind of bending into these left obliques, almost like a little crunch action there. And then switch it up, grab your left elbow, lean to the right side. Same type of thing, nice tall posture, but really kind of crunching into your right side. Go ahead and release. Both hands planted, have your fingertips face away from your body, and then just do a nice little broad chest here, shoulders rolled down and back. Small little chest opening. Alrighty, go legs out wide. So we've been doing this wide seated position for a little bit, and we'll be working into it as well again today. Both arms up overhead, biceps at the ears, forward fold, palms come out right in front. Depending on the level of mobility you have, maybe you crawl those fingers forward. We're trying to keep our hands planted and really crawl your fingers forward as tall or as long, as far from your body as you can. This is a really challenging stretch for myself, so I don't have a bunch of mobility here. Both arms up overhead. Frame your right foot, and then we'll fold over our right side. So reaching forward, your toes on your right side with both palms, or both hands, if that's available. But if we're not quite there, we're just reaching maybe for your ankle, shin, that sort of thing. Breathing. Getting into these hammies this morning, getting into your hips. Hurry. Both arms up overhead. Frame your left foot and then fold over that left side, both hands. Reaching towards your toes on the left side. Same type of thing, breathing, reaching for what we got. Honoring where we're at today. And breathing into it. Just go ahead and reset back. Go ahead and go straight with your legs. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, plant both hands behind you, and then scoot that left heel in. So we're hitting a little figure 4 stretch right here, just a little seated variant. If you'd like to make this stretch a little bit more intense, scoot your heel closer to your booty or your booty forward. If it's too much, you can kind of back off a little bit, increase the space between your heel and your booty. And just breathe. The stretch can be a lot right first thing in the morning. And then switch it on up, plant your right heel on the ground, left ankle goes over our right knee. Adjust that foot placement as needed, one hip. Might be a little bit tighter, that's okay. We're just here to kind of find that out. Just information. And all this is just information. No judgment. Especially at home, it's kind of nice. Alright, go ahead and release. And we're going to actually come to our back. So legs are coming out long. Interlace your hands around your right shin. And then we're going to do a half wind relieving pose here. So pull your right knee into your right armpit. Active on both feet. So your left foot and right foot, toes up facing the ceiling. And then use your upper body strength here. So really pull your knee into your armpit. Notice what happened to your breath. Take this right knee, we're going to do a little rotation. It's going to go across the left side of your body. Arms can either be out to a T, or you can bend them like a goalpost. If it feels okay on your neck, look over your right shoulder. Just using gravity here. Go ahead and reset, both legs out long. Interlace your hands around your left shin and then pull your left knee into your left armpit. So same type of thing, we're just doing the other side here. Active on both feet, so toes facing up. And for me, I can get a little bit more stretching if I pull my knee kind of like in and out instead of just in. Kind of feel around, play around. And once again, use your upper body strength here. Go ahead and send this left knee over to your right side, so hit this rotation. Arms once again out to a T or goalpost them. Look over your left shoulder. If it feels okay, I just got a nice little crack on my back. Nice. That's the best. Breathe. Go ahead and reset. Legs are going to be out long. And let's go ahead. If you have that level of mobility, we're going to do a happy baby right here. So you're going to grab the outside of the bottom of your feet, and you're trying to have your entirety of your spine stay planted on the ground, including your tailbone. I'm almost there myself, not quite. If this is too much, just adjust where your hands are. You can go on your shins or on your thighs. Go ahead and release. Come to all fours, hands and knees. So, in this position, tabletop, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're gonna hit it with a little cat-cow, which we haven't done in a couple of these. So, on our cow pose, want to bend at the elbows, dip your chest forward, look up. On the cat, it's the exact opposite. All 10 fingers are pressed. You're rounding and doming your spine, and you're tucking your chin to your chest. So when we cow, we want to exhale. When we cow, we want to inhale. When we cat, we want to exhale, round and dome your spine. Push all 10 fingers down, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. Inhale for cow, look upwards, bend at the elbows, dip your chest down. Exhale cow, tuck your chin to your chest. And then go through a couple of these on your own cadence right here. So really try to tie your breath into it. And once you become a better yogi, essentially, you can try to start the articulation from your tailbone and try to move one vertebrae at a time. Obviously, way easier said than done. Just something to work on, something to kind of make these stretches a little bit more challenging or interesting. Let's go through one more set. So we'll inhale for cow, look up, dipping our chest down. Exhale for cat, round and dome your spine, all 10 fingers are pressed. And then go ahead and reset. Shoot your knees back a little bit and then have your chest come down to the ground. Cobra, hands should be tucked. They shouldn't be directly in line with your shoulders. Press up. Cobra pose. Look upwards if it feels okay. Come to your forearms if this is too much for your low back. Relax your glutes. We don't want to tense up. Then go ahead and reset back to the ground. Get your cobra, look upwards, press to your palms. Feet together, knees apart, send your hips back, child's pose. So child's pose, a little contrast here. We want to sink our hips backwards while actively reaching our fingers as tall as we can. So really crawl those fingers forward, feel a little stretch in your lats. And breathe. Every exhale, try to sink your hips a little bit closer to the ground. But we still want to be active throughout the body, so feeling that lat stretch, feeling our hip stretch. Come back to all fours, sink it down to the ground, hit your cobra, look upwards. Send your hips back, child's pose. So this is like a modified chaturanga-ish. Come forward, back to all fours, hips down, chaturanga, press up, cobra, and then send your hips back one more time, sit this child's pose. Crawl your fingers to your left side, so like 9 p.m. on the clock, little extra stretch for our right side body. Try to reach your fingers as far from your face as you can. Breathe. Walk your hands on over to your right side, so like 3 p.m. on the clock, little extra stretch for our left side body. Crawl your fingers forward, sink your hips back, and breathe. Crawl your fingers back to the middle, and then come back to all fours. We're going to do this kind of weird foot stretch into a side plank stretch. So send your right foot back, toes are in contact with the ground, and then just kind of oscillate forward and backward right here. So kind of a weird stretch, but a little bit of a foot stretch, a little bit of a ankle calf stretch. As you know, a lot of you are regs, so we've been doing this one. You're going to kickstand with the left foot out, right toes in contact with the ground, and then reach your right hand forward. So you want to be reaching towards the wall in front of you. So you should feel a nice stretch all the way from the knife edge of your right foot, all the way through your right fingertips. Really, really reach, reach, reach. Cartwheel that right hand, then we'll go ahead and plant. Send your left toes back, tuck them, and then oscillate back and forth. Especially if you're doing a lot of running outside, sounds kind of weird to stretch your feet. But I'd definitely be rolling them out on like a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, something like that. extend your right foot out, left toes in contact with the ground, then our left arm goes directly out in front of us. So nice juicy stretch from left side body all the way through these left fingertips. Got some deliveries. I live right next to a grocery store, so that's why there's always like truck noise in the background. Go ahead and reset. Go to the back of your mat, come up to this kneeling position, and then take a step forward with your right foot. Back toe should be untucked. We're gonna go lizard lunge. So you're gonna take both hands and go to the left side of your right foot. So this right foot should be wide. We're gonna be here for a second, so if you wanna come down to your forearms, feel free. I don't have that level of mobility. I get stuck down there. But breathe into this, whatever level you're at right here. Especially our hips. A lot of us have super tight hips, especially because we do so much sitting, and especially because now a lot of us are sitting a little bit more than usual. So super important to stretch your hips. If you could stretch one part of your body, it's a stupid scenario, but if you had to stretch one part of your body, stretch your hips. Come back up to your palms if you came down to your forearms. Left hand planted, right arm rotate towards the ceiling. Plant your right hand to the ground, left arm towards the ceiling. Plant your left hand, right arm towards the ceiling. Switch it up, right hand on the ground, left arm towards the ceiling. And we'll do that one more time. Left hand planted, right arm up. Right hand planted, left arm up. Go ahead and reset. Dig your right heel into the ground, shift your hips backwards, half splits. Oh yeah, we're doing it again, people. Toes up on this right side, and then fold into it. Probably, I think I said it's pretty much every time we do this stretch, but probably my least favorite stretch. Let's come back up to that lizard lunge. So we're gonna do the same kind of transition we've been doing where we go, we'll inhale to return to the lunge, we'll exhale to shift our hips back to our half split. So inhale, dig that right heel into the ground, exhale, half split, shift your hips back. Inhale, we come forward. Exhale, hips back, half splits. Inhale, come forward. One more time. Exhale, dig that right heel into the ground, shift your hips back. Come forward to your runner's lunge. And then go ahead and switch your stance. So send your right knee back, left foot forward. Untuck your back toe. Both hands should be planted to the right side of that left foot. And then kind of heel toe that left foot out. Just get it out of the way. If you came down to your forearms on the previous side, go ahead and return. If you're on your palms and that's all good, then we'll stay here. That's all good for me for sure. But breathe. Once again, muscle tightness isn't a structural tightening. If we could open up you as a cadaver, your muscles, the length would be the same as most people. But it's your nervous system that shuts down your range of motion. So that's what we want to try to do, is breathe into these stretches just to allow our nervous system to feel safe, and it'll open up that range of motion for us. Right hand planted, left fingertips towards the ceiling. Left hand planted, right fingertips towards the ceiling. Switch it up, right hand down, left arm up. Left hand down, right arm up, awkward rotation. One more time each way, right hand planted, left arm up. Left hand planted, right arm up. And then go ahead and come back to this lizard lunge. We're gonna hit our half split, so dig that left heel into the ground, shift your hips backwards, toes up. Half splits. Sit here for a second, breathe, notice what happened to your breath. Come forward back to our lizard lunge. We'll go ahead and get a little active here, just like we did on the other side. So we'll inhale when we come up to our lizard lunge. We'll exhale as we shift our hips back to that half split. So inhale, exhale, left heel digs into the ground, shift your hips backwards, half splits. Inhale, come forward, lizard lunge. Exhale, shift your hips back, half splits. Inhale, come back up. One more time. Exhale, we shift our hips back. Half splits. Inhale, go ahead and come forward. Let's go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. That's going to be the morning mobility for this beautiful May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Nice. May 4th edition of morning mobility. Per usual, guys, the divine in me honors and sees the divine and honors you. So thank you. Namaste. Yes, I do have a quote per usual. Yes. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys, sometimes I leave you with like a little message or whatever. One thing that yoga has been super helpful for me is the meditative aspect. Obviously the stretching is great, but I found more benefit from the breath work, and kind of yoga's taught me to be calm under pressure, calm under tension. So whenever anything isn't going your way and you're feeling flustered, you can always find that breath, you can always find that space to just kind of make a more calm, rational, grounded decision. So 3-second inhale, 3-second exhale, not just for yoga, it's for life. Here's a quote of the day. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Albert Einstein, baby. He knew a thing or two. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you in. Here's the pug cam, by the way. Boom. Pug cam just passed out. Nice. Alrighty, guys. Have a great Monday. I'll see you guys in here on Wednesday. Tell your friends, and I'll see you soon.